Poor Chris Brown. He's actually been attacked for his very emotional tribute to Michael Jackson at the BET Awards. So Chris actually did this Michael Jackson medley, and at the end did these incredible Michael Jackson moves. But it wasn't until the end of the medley that he got very emotional. Man in the Mirror was the song he was playing. He was so hysterical. He was throwing himself on the floor. He couldn't even finish the song.
Do you think this was for Michael Jackson, or do you think this was for Chris Brown?
Chris Brown. It's got to be.
It's probably about himself, I would say. Definitely.
Yeah, it looks pretty ridiculous, but funny at the same time.
Who's Chris Brown?
He's on the floor hysterical, sobbing to that really, that really ugly cry, not the pretty cry where you can't get any words out, and he's on the floor hysterical.
Surely you would leave a stage if you were actually that upset.
Well, I think most normal people would, wouldn't they?
Go off the stage. Get off. Don't stay there through the whole performance.
Yeah, he should pull himself together.
There's lots of people that actually believe it. Jermaine Jackson has actually come out in support, saying that he was very moved by his performance towards his brother.
Maybe Jermaine gets a cut. I don't know.
The whole thing was such a setup. I mean, there's even rumours now that he actually had menthol on his hand and he sniffed it before to make him cry.
Just to lose, like yes, now I can cry. Like, it just sounds so ridiculous.
His critics are saying he's doing this for the sympathy vote, to actually get his fans back now. He's been laying low for a year.
It does sound like a bit of a vulgar show. Yeah.
I think he's just milking as much as he can get at the moment after the Rihanna scandal. And I think he's just trying to win as many votes as he can.
This could actually go either way, because he did lose a lot of fans over the past year. I mean, it was a big thing to actually assault his ex-girlfriend Rihanna.
I think he's gone. Like a great performer, but I think ever since the Rihanna issue, he's just fighting, and you shouldn't have to fight for people's love. It should be there.
If it's actually proven that he had menthol on his hand to sniff beforehand, all hell will break loose. No one will take him seriously after that.
Will people stop buying his albums?
No, most people listen to stuff because they enjoy it, not what the person does when they're not making music or when they're not performing. But then again, if it keeps going on, people might get fed up with it.
To be honest, I don't really care about Chris Brown or what he does or whether he sells more albums. I mean, as long as he's got enough money to be happy for the rest of his life, I think that's all that he or anyone else should be worried about.
Well, the big question is this the final straw for Chris Brown? Will fans stop buying his albums?